just want to say that one of my roles at Pari is to work on Pari education. Pari education has basically Preeti and I to go to classrooms across India, interact with master students, undergraduate students, as well as students as young as 11 and 12 years old. And we talk about these complex stories that Pari has reported on to children this young. But what really blew my mind, especially about that young age group, is how curious they are, how empathetic they are, and how aware they are. And truth to be told, it was those experiences that gave me the courage to write a book about HIV, especially to audiences as young as 10 years old to 15 years old. The House of Commons is about a young boy named Krishnan, who is from a socially and economically disadvantaged background. He has HIV, but he doesn't have the information that an infected person ought to have when they're living with this virus. So the only lens through which he views this condition is that of a person who's been discriminated at or against throughout his life. He's a young boy, he has so much turmoil, and he's now being yanked out of his house in a village in Chincholi, Gulbarga, to go to this boarding school in another state. He doesn't want to do it because when he goes into this boarding school, he's going to be surrounded by kids who have HIV. It's not a school, it's a hospital. And he's shattered. He doesn't want to, endure this process. But at Snehagaon, which is this school that I write about, the adults who run the institution try to rebuild the confidence of these young children. They try to make them explore things that they would have never had the chance or the opportunity to do in their life. For Krishnan, it's about athletics. It's about running on a racing track. But the challenge at play here is he has HIV. So can he perform? Can he run? And that's something that we try to explore through the book. It's also about friendships that are heartwarming, friendships that are challenging, because all these kids come with such baggage that's so heavy to be carried on tiny 13-year-old shoulders, yet they are the pillars for each other at the end of the day. So I hope, when people read the House of Commons, the one thing they take away is HIV is not a death sentence. HIV is not AIDS. The two aren't interchangeable. If you adhere to the right treatment, infected people can have HIV, but HIV doesn't have to have them. So that's the House of Commons. Thank you.